Hello and welcome to Newport, Rhode Island. Beautiful and historic Newport, Rhode Island. We are coming to you live from Toppa Field in downtown Newport, home of Salve Regina University women's soccer this evening, a 6:30 first touch. And the Seahawks of Salve Regina University are hosting the Bears of the United States Coast Guard Academy. My name is Ed Habishaw, joined in the broadcast booth by Chris Ryan. Welcome, Chris.
Hi, Ed. Thanks for having me.
We also have Chris on live stats for the game, and on production for the stream is Angelo Domino, and the camera operator is Madison Urgaitis. Salve Regina comes into today's game. It's the fourth game of the season for the Seahawks. They are 2-1 overall, a 2-0 win at Eastern Nazarene to open the season, followed by a 5-4 victory over Worcester State in the home opener last week at Reynolds Field. Seahawks led in that game 5-1 before the Lancers put on a charge, scoring 3 goals to pull within 1. Seahawks survived with a 5-4 victory. And then over the weekend at Rhode Island College, the Anchorwoman put the first loss on the Seahawks. It was a 3-1 final in Providence. The Bears of Coast Guard Academy are coming in with an 0-4 mark on the season, looking for their first win. They've played 3 of their first 4 contests away from home, losing in Boston, Massachusetts against Emmanuel College 2-1, and then hosting UMass Boston, losing 2-1. A pair of non-neutral games in the Drew University tournament, facing Bard College in the opener, losing 3-2 in overtime, and then losing 3-1 to Swarthmore. Those games were in Madison, New Jersey, home of the Drew University Rangers. This is the 13th overall meeting between the two soccer programs. Salve Regina has won 3 times, lost 9, and tied once. Last meeting was 2017 in Newport on Reynolds Field, and the Coast Guard Bears had a 1-0 victory there. Last year, Chris, these teams were scheduled to meet in New London, Connecticut. Salve Regina's bus took the trip, went over the Newport Bridge, was within striking distance of Coast Guard. When they got a call on the bus, turn around, we've had flooding on the field. We cannot play.
Nothing worse than driving all the way there for it to be canceled, Ed. I would imagine both teams coming in with somewhat of a clean slate in terms of scouting one another, having not played each other in 2 years now. And we'll see how this plays out.
Quite a few new faces in the Seahawk lineup, including the Rookie of the Week in the Commonwealth Coast Conference, Salve Regina's goaltender, Jenna Park from Barrington, Rhode Island. Megan McLaughlin up top, number 3, with the ball, also a freshman, the younger sister of Kayla McLaughlin. Kayla with a touch. Now Felicia Lombardi had it for a moment. Abby McGuire from the back position for Coast Guard. Katie Zambrello touches it. First ball inside the 25. Coming up on the right is Hannah Rossman. Olivia Picard with it in the corner. Tried to cross. Another cross. Just over the head of Megan McLaughlin. Seahawks on the attack. And Kylie Ballard shields the Seahawk away from the ball. It goes out of bounds, a throw in for the Bears.
Lizzie Miller to throw in.
Miller down the line to Felicia Lombardi, who can't control it, out of bounds.
And a Rossman will throw it in for the Seahawks.
Handball called. That'll be a foul on Kat Hunter. 2 minutes into the contest. First half. Brianna Gustin looking for that throw in, but has to give way to Coast Guard. Jenna Park comes out of her goal area to make a diving stop on the cross.
She kicks it away, looking for Anna Downs. Valerie Hines will kick it out of play for the Coast Guard.
Katie Zambrella with the throw in. Seahawks have a pair of twin sisters on the team. Zambrellos, both seniors, as that kick goes wide. And the Paperos, juniors, Megan and Mia. Katie and Emily from Marlborough, Connecticut. And Megan and Mia Papero from Glen Head, New York.
Kayla McLaughlin kicks it out. Headed back in. She'll let Jenna Park take it.
Kick by Lydia Van Winkle. Gets all the way to the far sideline, the bench areas. We're broadcasting from the bleacher press box. Offsides flag is up. May have been on Brianna Gustin.
Free kick for the Bears.
Gustin, a senior from Stoneham, Massachusetts. She's one of 5 seniors on the Seahawk roster. Jessica Watson, who is out with an injury. And then the 3 captains, Kayla McLaughlin and both Katie and Emily Zambrello. Seahawks are coached by Jane Walsh. She's in her 6th season, graduate of Keene State in New Hampshire. Played her college soccer there.
Valerie Hines throws in for the Bears. Intercepted by Kayla McLaughlin. Emily Zambrello in the corner battling. And Katie Zambrello steps in to kick it out of play.
And Chris, in Coach Walsh's office, she's got this iconic photo of her college playing days in a blizzard.
Oh, man.
Great job by the photographer to be able to capture that. Park captures that loose ball.
Kylie Ballard slips by Emily Zambrello. She'll cross it towards the middle. Lydia Van Winkle will take a shot, and it'll go wide off the hands of Jenna Park.
That'll be our first corner kick. As game manager extraordinaire, Matt Hurd patrolling the baseline or the end line.
Kylie Ballard kicks it in. Seahawks quickly get it out of the box.
Kat Hunter with the header.
Kayla McLaughlin passes it out to Brianna Gustin.
Gustin and Van Winkle have a nice collision. Seahawks, the home team in white. The visiting Bears of Coast Guard Academy wearing the blue with orange trim, white numbers. Madison Yergaitis noted with frustration that both teams wearing the blue during the warm-ups. It was tough to tell them apart. Some of the Seahawks wearing orange cleats as well, which is an accent color for the Bears. Ball knocked out by Molly Leary.
Lizzie Miller to throw in for the Bears. She'll toss it in, intended for Sabrina Robertson. And Emily Zimrilla will have to intercept that. Another throw in for the Bears. Intercepted by Brianna Gustin. Crosses it towards the middle. And that is intercepted by the Bears as well. Shot from Claire Hurley goes wide off the hands of Jenna Park again. It'll be a corner kick for the Bears.
Must have been a foul there on the Bears. Larry up to Gustin. Gustin has two Bears converge on her. She's able to knock it off of Van Winkle, and it gets a throw in.
Hannah Rossman throws it in. Kat Hunter deflects it to Brianna Gustin. Intercepted by Lizzie Miller, and it'll go the other way for the Bears. And Hannah Rossman will force it out of play. Throw in here now, Felicia Lombardi. And
.35 minutes remaining in the first half.
Brianna Gustin forces it off a Coast Guard player. Hannah Rossman tosses in. And Kat Hunter forces it off Lizzie Miller. Another throw in for Rossman. For Picard, she passes it to Brianna Gustin, over to Kat Hunter, back now to Molly Leary. Crosses it over to Emily Zimrillo, who races up the field. And kicks it on goal, but that is quickly scooped up by Schallenberger. Emily Zimrillo tripped up, able to get it off to Katie Zimrillo. The ball is intercepted. And Kayla McLaughlin will steal that ball away. Pass it up for Megan McLaughlin, who takes off on sides. One defender in front of her. And Kat Retz able to knock it out of play. It'll be a throw-in for the Seahawks. Emily Zimrillo to throw in. Intended for Anna Downs, who takes it. Takes a shot right on goal. Saved by Schallenberger again.
Schallenberger, the keeper for the Bears from Woodbury, New Jersey.
A shot there from Felicia Lombardi. Wide and off the hands of Jenna Park yet again. That'll be a corner kick for the Bears. And that kick forced out by Jenna Park. Valerie Hines attempts to keep the play alive.
Sent a
And
nice
that
feed in for a header by Claire Hurley.
And that ball ends up out of play. It'll be another corner kick for the Bears.
The Bears have scored 5 goals on the season. No single Bear with more than 1 goal. Anna Carlton, Claire Hurley, Felicia Lombardi, Lizzie Miller, and Sabrina Robertson, each with a goal apiece. Reverse kick goes high and wide. Seahawks will have a goal kick. It'll be taken by Kayla McLaughlin.
Now Kayla McLaughlin to kick it away. Headed towards Olivia Picard. Gets by her. Lizzie Miller across it over to Kylie Ballard. And that ball ends up in the corner. And Katie Zamrillo able to get rid of it.
Katie Zamrello, nice job getting that away from Kylie Ballard.
And that ball is forced out of play by Kat Retz. It'll be another goal kick. Kayla McLaughlin to kick it away here for the Seahawks. And ball stolen away from Anna Downs. Sent out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Bears. Hannah Rossman battling the defender is tripped up. Ball is crossed over and intercepted by Brianna Gustin. Olivia Picard forces it out of play. It'll be another Bears throw-in. Intercepted by Brianna Gustin. Kat Retz's kick blocked by Olivia Picard. And then out of bounds. Seahawks throw in. Brianna Gustin attempts to keep it in play and cannot. It'll be another throw in for the Bears. Lydia Van Winkle will throw it in. Molly Leary forces it out.
Ball last touched by Katie Zamrello, out of bounds.
A multitude of throw-ins for the Bears right now. Lizzie Miller throws it in. Intended for Kylie Ballard. Goes through her legs. Ends up on the other side. Emily Zamrillo kicks it away.
Anna Downs now with it. Both Downs and Park from Barrington, Rhode Island.
And Olivia Picard intercepted there at the 45-yard line. And that ball is forced off of a Coast Guard player by Anna Downs. It'll be a throw-in. Emily Zimrello to throw it in here. Intended for Olivia Picard.
Scoreless game, and we're halfway through the first half. 27-30 and counting down.
2 fouls thus far in the game. The men's game last night had about 13 by the end of the first half, Ed.
We'll take the cleaner game.
Absolutely. Jenna Park to kick it away.
Emily Zimrello up ahead to Downs and knocked out of bounds by the Bears.
Emily Zimrello to throw in again. It would be intended for Olivia Picard. Over to Katie Zimrillo. Crosses it over to Brianna Gustin, who just can't keep control of it, and that'll roll out of play.
We have our first substitution. Coming in for Collie Ballard is number 6, Jocelyn Highsmith. Kat Hunter got away with some hand play to take that.
Hannah Rossman plays it back to Kayla McLaughlin. Crosses it over to Emily Zimrillo. Kicks it up to Megan McLaughlin, who attempts to pass it to herself, it looks like. Maybe not intentional. Ball ends up in the middle of the field. Forced forward by Katie Zimrillo. And Hannah Rossman's kick towards the top of the box, intercepted by the Bears. Ball forced down the field and back to Kayla McLaughlin, whose kick is intercepted by Sabrina Robertson. And back to Kayla McLaughlin, up to Megan McLaughlin, and that ball is taken away.
Rossman nice and patient there. Sends it ahead.
Olivia Picard forces it out of play. It'll be a throw-in for the Bears, taken by Lizzie Miller. And it looks like we have a foul against the Bears. Number 12, Rachel Simotis. It'll be a free kick for the Seahawks. Katie Zimrillo to take the kick. And Seahawks players lined up on the 13-yard line. Kicks away, intercepted by Coast Guard. Played out and intercepted by Kat Hunter, who shakes a couple of defenders. Passes it to Emily Zimrillo, looking for the top of the box. Intercepted again. Over to Megan McLaughlin, who plays it back to Kat Hunter. And she'll attempt for the corner, but just out of the reach of Brianna Gustin.
Chris, better math from me this time. We are now coming up to the halfway point of 22:30 remaining in the first half. I was 5 minutes premature on that call.
Olivia Picard crosses it into the box. Intended for Megan McLaughlin. Intercepted. Ball is forced out of play. It'll be a Seahawks throw-in. Brianna Gustin to throw it in. And intended for Kat Hunter. Taken away by Coast Guard. And another ball forced out of play. Hannah Rossman throws it in. And she plays it all the way back to Kayla McLaughlin. Plays it up to Megan McLaughlin. And Katie Zimrillo will pass it away, blocked by Coast Guard. Hannah Rossman's pass intercepted by Coast Guard. And quickly back to her. Brianna Gustin is able to keep the ball in play. Her cross towards the middle, intercepted by Sabrina Robertson. The Coast Guard plays it up the field. Intercepted by Olivia Picard. Anna Downs will take it up. Off to Kat Hunter. Pass is intercepted. And stolen back, but intercepted again. And it'll be a foul on the Bears. Ball played back towards the Bears side of the field.
Just under 20 minutes remaining.
And a ball intercepted by Kayla McLaughlin to Olivia Picard. And Katie Zimrillo will pass it over to Hannah Rossman, who forces it up to Brianna Gustin. And Lizzie Miller's kick forced out by Brianna Gustin. It'll be a goal kick.
Substitutions for the Seahawks.
Amanda Bentz will come in for Kat Hunter.
Anna Downs shifts over to the near side.
And Megan Papiro will take the place of Brianna Gustin. Throw in here from Hannah Rossman. And a ball intercepted by Anna Downs.
Downs with a strike into the midsection of Cat Rats.
And Katie Zimrillo.
Does similarly to Rachel Samolis. Another Seahawks substitution. Downs will be exiting. Papiro coming over to her spot.
Excuse me, Ed, it was Mia Papiro coming in for Brianna Gustin, not Megan Papiro. Hannah Rossman to throw in. Intended for Olivia Picard, headed out towards the corner. And the Seahawks throw in.
And I believe that's Evan Harnish, who just checked in for Salve Regina. Harnish from Old Tappan, New Jersey. Sophomore, but first-year player for Salve Regina.
And the Bears play it back and attempt to reset here. Pass intercepted by Bentz. Passes it up to Megan McLaughlin, who takes it to the corner. She'll shoot right into the hands of Schallenberger. Schallenberger kicks it away. Aaron Harnish will head it up. And it's going to be a foul against the Coast Guard.
Jocelyn Highsmith upending Aaron Harnish.
Caleb McLaughlin will take a free kick for the Seahawks at about the 50-yard line.
Coast Guard with the lead in shots, 7-3. All three of Salve Regina's shots have been on goal.
And a shot here from Jocelyn Highsmith. And Jenna Park is there to collect it.
Park's punt crosses midfield. Gathered in by Lizzie Miller.
And her kick deflected off of Olivia Picard. It'll be a Bears throw-in. And Molly Leary will quickly force that one out of play. Another throw-in for the Bears. Kat Stroh with a pair of throw-ins for the Bears. And the Bears switch sides of the field. Ball intercepted by Emily Zamrillo. Bears with it in the box. Claire Hurley's shot deflected off of Molly Leary.
It'll be a corner kick. We are under 14 minutes remaining in the first half.
Coast Guard corner kick. Forced back in the corner.
Sabrina Robertson gets a second crack at it, and she sends her shot over the goal.
Goal kick from Kayla McLaughlin ends up around the 40-yard line. Kat Stroh there to intercept.
Harnish able to make some room for Amanda Bentz.
Throw in intercepted by the Bears. Played towards the middle of the field. And kicked away by Kayla McLaughlin. Quickly headed towards the middle of the field by Lizzie Miller. Hannah Rossman will take it. Play it back to Molly Leary. Crosses it over to Kayla McLaughlin. And she'll play it up. And Erin Harnish will pass towards the middle to Megan McLaughlin. To Amanda Bentz in the corner for Erin Harnish. We'll take a shot, and it'll be just wide of the net.
Good opportunity for the Seahawks there.
And another goal kick for Schallenberger. She'll kick it away. And forced out of play by Harnish. It'll be a throw-in for the Bears. Played in and headed. Off the foot of Emily Zimrilla up towards Megan McLaughlin, who heads it towards the goal. And that'll be scooped up by Schallenberger. And Lindsay Miller able to keep it in play for the Bears. She'll race towards the corner, but unable to catch up. It'll be a Seahawks throw-in.
Substitutions for both sides. A pair of Seahawks and one Bear. Molly Breslin in for Olivia Picard. And Haley Dubiosio, who celebrated her 18th birthday yesterday on 9/11.
And Molly Breslin tripped up. Ball headed towards Erin Harnish by Amanda Bentz. And the Bears ball forced away. It'll be a goal kick for the Seahawks.
.45 left in the first half. Scoreless between the Bears and the Seahawks.
Bears currently up on shots, 10-4. Two of the Bears 10 shots on goal. Three of the Seahawks 4 shots on goal.
Yeah, Chris, the only one that didn't get on goal for Salve Regina was the last one by Erin Harnish. Went to the side of the net. But she had a good look.
And Bentz battles with a couple of Bears at the top of the Bears box. Ball is forced towards the side. Mia Papiro will run it down and force it out of play off the Bears. Hannah Rossman to throw it in.
Mia does a nice job interfering with her counterpart, Anna Carlston.
A nice purple cloudy sky here in Newport, Rhode Island.
That is an awesome look on the camera.
As that ball is forced out of play, it'll be another goal kick for the Seahawks. And I think it's safe to say Newport is unlike any other place when it comes to sunsets. They're always very unique. As that ball is punted away by Kayla McLaughlin. Kat Stroh to play it towards the middle. And the ball is stolen by Amanda Bentz, who plays it up towards Haley Dubioso. But Kat Retz is there to take it away and play it back towards the Seahawks side of the field for the Bears.
Offsides. Seahawks will get a free kick just inside their 20.
Kayla McLaughlin to kick. Ball ends up with Katie Zamrillo.
Strode takes a seat on it. Back up quickly.
Is able to get it away to another Bears player. They play it back. And forced out. The refs say it was off the Seahawks. The Bears throw in. Ball played towards the middle. Kayla McLaughlin intercept and kick it out of play.
Molly Breslin did a nice job denying Lombardi a chance there. Correction, Molly Larry. Breslin is up top.
Ball forced out by Hannah Rossman. Back up towards the Bears 45. Katie Zamrillo to press. And ball forced out off of the foot of Erin Harnish. Bears to throw in. All played up by Erin Harnish to Haley Dubioso. And her pass is intercepted by Kat Stroh.
Amanda Bentz finds Harnish on the far side.
And able to get around the first Bears player, but unable. Pass then intercepted. And the Bears will play it up the far side of the field. Ball played up by Kayla McLaughlin, goes out of play.
Chris, 5 of the 11 Seahawks starters were freshmen. And then some of the replacements, some of the substitutes coming in are first-year sophomores playing on the squad.
Absolutely. When Jane Walsh was asked about her freshmen, she said she was very confident in having them play and having them get some minutes this year. But absolutely, the Seahawks do have having only 5 seniors, do have a very young lineup. And ball taken away by Katie Zamrillo. Hannah Rossman has it over to Mia Papiro. Passes it up to Haley Dubioso, who was able to keep it in play. And forced out by the Bears. And it looks like we have an injury on the field for the Bears.
Down at the 30-yard line in the Seahawks defensive zone.
And
Felicia Lombardi.
Felicia Lombardi able to stand up on her own.
Stops the clock with 3:50. 3:54 on the field clock. Madeline Colian, a senior from Phoenix, Arizona, able to sub in for the injury.
Goal kick for the Bears.
Typically in an injury situation, Chris, they'll let a throw in, but when this was whistled, it had already been resulted in a goal kick for Coast Guard.
And a shot there from Mia Papiro, picked up by Schallenberger.
Bentz with the steal, unable to control it, sends it out of bounds at midfield. Score is 0-0 here in the first half. Salve Regina University and Coast Guard Academy. A non-league meeting between the two women's soccer programs. At Gaudet Field in Middletown, Salve Regina University Field Hockey is hosting UMass Dartmouth. Those teams are tied 1-1. Ready to start the second half there.
And ball played up by Molly Breslin, intercepted by the Bears. Kat Stroh will pass it up the far side. And forced out of play, it'll be a Bears throw-in.
Valerie Hines will make the throw. Senior from Draycote, Massachusetts. The Seahawks will have a throw in from the far corner. Emily Zambrello. She'll keep creeping up as far as she can. Harnish whistles for being too physical.
And the Seahawks bench starting to get into it as Jenna Park scoops that up.
That action was right in front of the Salve Regina bench. Jane Walsh, the head coach. Her assistants, Sue Silva and Hannah McDougall. Tara Bobick serving as a student manager.
Ball played up by Amanda Bentz. Mia Papiro up there. Crosses it towards the middle to Haley Dubioso, who can't control it. Ball is intercepted and kicked away. And headed by Hannah Rossman.
Under 40 seconds remaining. First half action. Scoreless at Toppa Field. Rain was in the forecast, so we moved from Reynolds Field to Toppa Field with a later start.
Ball played on net by Anna Carlton. Jenna Park there to make the diving stop.
10 seconds remaining. We have a scoreless first half action. 45 minutes in the book. Chris Ryan on the call. Ed Habishaw here as well. Angelo Domino on the production. Madison Yurgadius on the camera work. We're going to take a break and come back for the second half in about 15 minutes. We are ready for second half action between the Bears of Coast Guard Academy and the Seahawks of Salve Regina University. Coming to you from Toppa Field in beautiful and historic Newport, Rhode Island. Ed Habishar and Chris Ryan on the call for Salve Regina Women's Soccer.
Yeah, welcome back. The Bears will start off with the ball this half. Still knotted up at 0 here at Toppa Field.
Coast Guard outshot the Seahawks in the first half, 11-5. Salve Regina had 4 on goal, just 3 for the Bears. Jenna Park back in goal for the Seahawks, and Sarah Schollenberger for the Bears, both freshmen for their respective teams. Seahawks in white, well, they'll be going from right to left on your screen. The Bears in the second half, going from left to right. They are in blue with orange trim, white numbers.
And free kick down the far side by the Bears. And out of play. It'll be a Seahawks throw in. Hannah Rossman to throw in. And Megan McLaughlin intercept. Olivia Picard will cross to Amanda Bentz, who plays it towards Emily Zimmerlo. And Anna Downs. Her pass headed out by Rachel Simotis. And ball kicked out by Kayla McLaughlin. And Jenna Park will scoop up the shot by Lydia Van Winkle.
Both teams are scoreless here. 2 minutes into the second half. The Bears have scored 5 goals in their first 4 games. They are winless on the season. Seahawks have scored 8 goals in their first 3 games, 2-1 overall. This is a non-league contest. Megan McLaughlin, the leading goal scorer for Salve Regina. She has 2 goals, 2 assists, 6 points. Amanda Bentz, Brianna Gustin, Margaret Hanley, Kat Hunter, and Katie Zimmerlo, all with a goal apiece.
And that ball crossed by Anna Carlton, forced out by Hannah Rossman, and played out by Anna Downs, so it'll be a Coast Guard throw-in. Ball played to Felicia Lombardi, who crosses it towards the middle, intercepted by Katie Zimmerlo, up to Anna Downs, who crosses it to the far side of the field for Mia Papiro. And she'll play it up, and it'll be intercepted.
Papiro was a first half sub and remains in the game at the start of the second half.
And the same case for Anna Carlton of the Bears. Hannah Rossman able to keep the ball in play. Crossed it to Olivia Picard, who forces it out of play. Amanda Bentz's pass intercepted by the Bears. Played up. And crossed towards the middle. Rachel Simotis to chase it down. She plays it towards the far side of the field. And Olivia Picard forces it off a Bears player. It'll be a Seahawks throw-in.
Well played by Olivia.
And quickly intercepted by the Bears. And Katie Zimrillo will cross it over to her twin sister, Emily Zimrillo. Her pass headed out by Valerie Hines. And Kayla McLaughlin plays it all the way to the Bears 30. And Abby McGuire plays it back to her goalie, who kicks it out. Amanda Bentz to intercept. And forced out of play by Valerie Hines. It'll be a Seahawks throw-in. Anna Downs to throw it in. Pass intended for Megan McLaughlin at the top of the box. Forced out of play by Kat Retz of the Bears. Emily Zimrillo to throw in. Pass intended for Amanda Bentz. She'll play it towards the corner and is forced out of play by Abby McGuire. Quick throw in. And forced out of play off of Anna Downs. So it'll be a goal kick for the Bears. And Amanda Bentz plays it towards the near corner. And Anna Downs juggling with the defender. She crosses it towards the middle for Megan McLaughlin, who was pushed from behind by a Bears player. Kat Retz, that is. And the Bears on the attacking end of the field now. Ball is forced out of play by Molly Leary. Bears throw in. Intended for Sabrina Robertson. And Molly Leary intercepts. Lets the ball roll out of play. It'll be a goal kick for the Seahawks. Kayla McLaughlin to kick it away for the Seahawks. And pass goes directly to her sister, Megan McLaughlin, who attempts to play it up to Amanda Bentz, but that pass is intercepted. Lydia Van Winkle passes it up for the Bears. Ball crossed towards the top of the box.
Benz with a nice clear after collecting it at the top of the box.
Olivia Picard wins the battle. Katie Zimrillo crosses it to Anna Downs. Pass is intercepted and kicked towards Kayla McLaughlin, who quickly gets rid of it. Emily Zimrillo up to Megan McLaughlin, who crosses it to the far side of the field to Mia Papiro. She'll play it up towards the top of the box and take a shot that goes wide of the net. It'll be a goal kick for Schallenberger. Throwing from Emily Zimrillo towards Amanda Bentz, who crosses it to the far side of the field. The ball is intercepted and played up for the Bears. And Molly Leary to chase it back and pass it up towards Mia Papiro, which is intercepted. And that ball off the foot of Emily Zimrillo. Bounces off of Valerie Hines and is out of play. Bears with the ball at the top of the box. Molly Leary to quickly kick it out. And a shot from Lydia Van Winkle over the head of Jenna Park. And that's a goal for the Bears. Little under 35 minutes left to play here in the second half. Score now 1-0 in favor of the Bears.
That's Van Winkle's first goal of the season.
And that ball played out of play by the Bears. It'll be a Seahawks corner. And it looks like Katie Zimrillo will take the kick. And that ball headed back towards Katie Zimrillo, who is shot just wide of the goal. And Amanda Menz gets rid of it. Shot there from Rachel Simotis into the hands of Jenna Park. And she'll kick it away near the 50-yard line. And the Bears will intercept, play it back, and towards the near side of the field. And that ball kicked away by Kayla McLaughlin. Played up to Anna Downs to Olivia Picard, which is intercepted by the Bears. And Anna Downs' pass, intended for Megan McLaughlin, intercepted by Abby McGuire. Alicia Lombardi tripped up. Ball is taken away and played up the near side of the field. Valerie Hines battling for the ball but can't control it. It'll be a Seahawks throw in. Olivia Picard crosses it to Katie Zimrillo, who will cross it over to Hannah Rossman on the far side of the field. Plays it up to Mia Papiro. And she's able to get past her defender. But a foul is called.
Solid hip check there by Olivia Picard.
Amanda Bentz's pass intercepted by the Bears and played up the far side. As Rachel Simotis plays it towards the corner. Ball is forced out of play. It'll be a goal kick for the Seahawks. Kayla McLaughlin to kick it away. And the Coast Guard plays the ball towards the near side of the field, passed up, and kicked away by Kayla McLaughlin. Intercepted by the Bears. Played up. Olivia Picard with the ball now crosses it to Anna Downs, who can't keep control of the ball as it rolls out of bounds. Bears throwing from Valerie Hines. Throwing here for the Seahawks. Kat Hunter will kick it up the near side and out of play. Felicia Lombardi plays it up the near side, crosses it towards the middle. Ball intercepted by Hannah Rossman, battling with a Kylie Ballard. And ball is kicked out of play by the Seahawks. It'll be a Bears throw-in. Ball punted away by Kayla McLaughlin and out of play.
Almost. Got a nice comebacker for the ball person on the sideline.
Ball played out by Katie Zimrillo. And Megan McLaughlin battling for it. But Lydia Van Winkle will end up with it. Ball played out by Molly Leary. It'll be a Bears throw-in. And Downs intercepts it to Megan McLaughlin. Ball off of Emily Zimrillo. Bears throw in.
Good to see Felicia Lombardi back in the game after going down with an injury in the first half.
And a shot here from the Bears is scooped up by Jenna Park. Kat Hunter's pass intercepted by the Bears. They cross it and play it up the far side of the field. Now switch fields. And forced out of play by Lizzie Miller. It'll be a Seahawks throw-in taken by Emily Zimrillo.
Substitutions for both teams. Anna Downs will get some rest. Maria Papero switches over to Downs' spot. And Brianna Gustin in on the far side.
Emily Zimrillo to punt it away. And Molly Leary in a battle with it. Gets it up to Kat Hunter, who boots it out of play. It'll be a Bears throw-in. Emily Zimrillo to keep it in play. She plays it back to Kayla McLaughlin, who will switch fields with it. Intended for Brianna Gustin. Passes it back to Hannah Rossman. And Mia Papiro in it. Shot from Brianna Gustin off the hands of Schallenberger, who is knocked down, but quickly back up on her feet.
Schallenberger got a nice stop on it, popped it up to herself, and then collected it.
And a good chance there for the Seahawks, but unable to execute.
John Lazaro, the referee, stepping in to make sure Schallenberger was okay. Another substitution for Salve Regina. Megan McLaughlin will take a break. And coming up front for the Seahawks is Haley Wioso. 18 years old in one day. Freshman from North Salem, New York.
Ball forced out of play by Mia Papiro. Molly Leary intercepts. Plays up to Kat Hunter. Up to Mia Papiro. And she'll nutmeg the defender. Up towards Haley Dubioso. Ball is forced out of play by Kat Stroh of the Bears.
Will be a Seahawk throw-in and another substitution or correction. Papiro will take a break, head to the restrooms. And Erin Harnish will have the throw-in for Salve Regina, just checking back into the game.
Goal kick here for Schallenberger.
Somehow Mia Papiro was able to get word to her sideline that she needed a sub for a restroom break.
All played up to Haley Dubioso. Intercepted by Kat Stroh. Punted away. Katie Zimrillo danced around the defender up to Haley Dubioso, who was tripped up, and foul called
On Dubioso.
against the Seahawks. So a free kick here from Kat Retz. And Molly Leary there to get it out of the box. But the Coast Guard quickly back with the ball. Played out of play. Emily Zimrillo to throw in. Aaron Harnish battling the Coast Guard defender and kicks it out of play.
Tough break for Erin. She maintained good position, was able to poke the ball away, but it went out of bounds.
And played back to the defender. Coast Guard plays the ball up towards the near side of the field.
Felicia Lombardi first to get to it.
Able to retain possession. Kat Stroh throw in. And multiple Seahawks battling out in front to keep that ball out of the net. And that ball is kicked wide. It'll be a corner kick.
Jenna Park did a great job maintaining a wide stance, ready to pounce in any direction.
A header from Kat Retz, just high of the goal.
Molly Breslin checking in for Salve Regina. She'll replace Olivia Picard. Checking in for the visitors is Raleigh Pogoloff. First action today for the freshman from Fairfax, Virginia. She replaces Felicia Lombardi.
Brianna Gustin plays the ball up the far side of the field to Haley Dubioso, unable to keep control. And is forced out of play. It'll be a Bears throw in. The Bears will retain possession. Another throw in here from around the 30-yard line. And a Rossman able to get it away. And the Bears intercept again. Played towards the top of the box, kicked out by Molly Breslin. Excuse me, Molly Leary.
Yeah, I mix up the Mollies quite a bit. They're one number apart, 18 and 19, both fairly tall.
With a lineup of so many blondes, it is kind of hard to tell who is who sometimes. We do our best. As that ball is kicked away.
Katie Zimbrello out to Brianna Gustin. Pair of seniors.
And that ball forced out of play by Molly Leary. Amanda Bentz in to take the place of Kat Hunter, as we have a goal kick here from Kayla McLaughlin. And Aaron Harnish can't keep control. It'll end up with Claire Hurley, who takes it down in the near corner, crosses it towards the middle, intercepted by Molly Leary, and out of play. Another Bears throw in.
After a scoreless first half here, the Bears got on top with an early second half goal. Lydia Van Winkle, senior from Westland, Oregon, made it a 1-0 score.
Kylie Ballard towards the goal. That is scooped up by Jenna Park.
Scoreless first half over at Gaudet Field for Salve Regina Field Hockey, hosting the Corsairs of UMass Dartmouth. Both teams produced scoring in the third quarter only, and the Seahawks finished with a 2-1 victory. Congratulations to Salve Regina, 2-1 winners over UMass Dartmouth in field hockey action at Gaudet. Scoring goals for the Seahawks were Hannah Bedrosian and Ashley Cody.
Kat Stroh to throw in for the Bears. And a shot here from Kate Barnett, just wide of the goal.
Coming up on 13 minutes remaining in the second half. Seahawks have a set of 4 subs at the scorer's table.
And a foul here on the Bears. Seahawks will retain possession.
Katie Zambrello and Sabrina Robertson battling for possession.
Kayla McLaughlin to kick it away. And directly out of play. It'll be a goal kick for the Bears. And it looks like the Seahawks have shifted to play a little bit more offensive with 2 forwards up top now.
Dubiosio and Megan McLaughlin up top in the middle.
And that ball is kicked out of play by Molly Leary. And the Bears cross it towards the middle, but unable to connect. Anna Downs will take it up the near side, and she'll play it back to Emily Zimrillo. Up to Amanda Bentz. Papiro racing towards the ball, but Schallenberger able to get up and kick it away. And a shot here from Anna Downs goes wide.
Coast Guard with 20 shots to 11 for Salve Regina. The Bears have 8 on net, 1 going in. The Seahawks have 5 on frame. Schallenberger stopped them all.
Ball played towards the corner. Megan McLaughlin tries to cross it towards the middle. Anna Downs to chase it down, and Valerie Hines kicks it off Anna Downs. That'll be a Bears goal kick. Ball played up the far side by the Bears, and it'll roll out of play. Seahawks throw in. Under 9 minutes left to play in the second half here. The score is still 1-0 in favor of the Bears. And Haley Dubioso plays a ball up towards the top of the Bears box. Megan McLaughlin and Lizzie Miller both tripped up on the play. And the foul will be on Salve. That'll be a free kick for Lizzie Miller. And Claire Hurley's shot bounced off of Molly Leary.
Hurley will take a seat.
Kat Stroh to throw in for the Bears.
Felicia Lombardi returns for Coast Guard, replacing Claire Hurley.
All played up by Emily Zimrillo. And the Coast Guard will intercept. But taken away by Katie Zimrillo. Played up towards Mia Papiro. Up the far side of the field. And a couple of Coast Guard Bears juggling the ball. And it'll be forced out of play. Bears will retain possession. And kick towards the corner from Kylie Ballard, out of play. It'll be a Seahawks goal kick. 5 minutes left to play here in the second half. Amanda Benz plays it towards the near corner to Anna Downs, who crosses it towards the middle. And that ball is picked up by Schallenberger. Kicked away by Schallenberger. All the way back to Molly Leary. And she'll kick it away, intended for Megan McLaughlin, who kicks it towards the corner. Schallenberger out to collect.
She collects it with her feet, and she can spend all day there. Finally, Haley Dubiosio forces her to pick it up and punt.
That ball forced out of play. Seahawks to retain possession. Score here 1-0 in favor of the Bears.
Clock is stopped on the opposite side. Seahawk player down on the throw-in. They're playing right now with 10. So Mia Papero exits for a sub.
Brianna Gustin will take her place. And that ball played up the far side of the field for the Bears. Forced out of play. It'll be a Bears corner.
Felicia Lombardi with good work in that far corner.
Corner from Anna Carlton. Katie Zimrillo there to get rid of it. Kelly Dubioso plays it to the corner for Brianna Gustin, who shoots it on net, scooped up by Schallenberger. And plenty of chances here for Salve in the second half. Ball played towards the far side of the field to Kayla McLaughlin. Passes it up towards the far corner. A little bit too much spin on that, as Brianna Gustin cannot chase it down.
We now have 99 seconds remaining in the second half. Bears with a 1-0 lead. And a player down.
And the down Seahawks seems to be senior captain Kayla McLaughlin.
Head athletic trainer David Cox on the scene with head coach Jane Walsh. Appears to be some flexing of the left knee. Minute 25 remains on the clock here at Toppa Field. Coast Guard with a 1-0 lead. Coast Guard goal was by Lydia Van Winkle. 10 minutes into the second half. Salve Regina Field Hockey has a 2-1 final over UMass Dartmouth. That game was played at Gaudet Field in Middletown. Salve Regina women's volleyball on the road tonight at Wheaton College in Norton, Massachusetts. Seahawks dropped the first two sets, 25-15, both scores in each set, and then winning the third set, 25-15. So trailing 2-1 overall and trailing 8-2 in the fourth set. That match started at 7 p.m. in Norton, Massachusetts at the Haas Gymnasium.
And that ball played off of Brianna Gustin. Coast Guard will retain possession.
Under a minute remaining in the second half.
And Amanda Bentz plays it towards the top of the box. And
Clock is stopped on a matching foul. Haley DiBiosio and Abby McGuire both cautioned by the referee, John Lazaro. Under 40 seconds remaining.
Felicia Lombardi takes the ball up to the near corner. And her and Emily Zimrella will battle for it. Emily Zimrella to throw in.
That was brilliant work by Lombardi. She just buried it in the corner and was holding it there.
As time runs out here at Toppa Field, the Bears of the United States Coast Guard Academy will take down the Seahawks of Salve Regina 1-0 here at Toppa Field.
Bears improved to 1-4 on the season. Seahawks even their record at 2-2 overall. It's a non-league contest. Coast Guard now has a 9-3-1 mark overall against Salve Regina University.
Coast Guard leading the Seahawks 21-13 in shots, 8-7 in shots on goals. 6 corners for the Bears and 0 for Salve Regina in the second half.
And Chris, we're showing the the game-winning goal that came in the 55th minute. Lydia Van Winkle, her first goal of 2019. She becomes the 6th goal scorer on the season for the Coast Guard Bears as they win 1-0. Thanks to Chris Ryan on the call for tonight's action. A 1-0 final for Coast Guard Academy over Salve Regina University in women's soccer action. Thanks also to producer Angelo Domino and camera operator Madison Urgaitis. My name is Ed Habishar. Have a good night, everybody.